Good morning, traders. So this is Jay, another episode with Bookmap. We're going to start in a few minutes. Let me know if you can hear me good. Morning, Theo. Morning, Vin. Morning, Mick. Morning, Anthony. Harv. Eddie. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Nico. Mirna, William, Sheldon. We had a good pre-market, right? So we already started doing some noise this morning. Good morning, Michael. Yeah, we're gonna do the pre-market plan together. So this is gonna be different today. Generally, you know that I like to have my watch list already for the 8:30, and today we're gonna do it together 9 o'clock. Okay, so it's 9 o'clock. We can start. Good morning, Rick. Welcome back, buddy. Morning, Arman. Okay, so first of all, what we have in small cap plan, then we're gonna go to we're gonna go to large caps, and we're gonna go to futures. 2 seconds to read over here the disclaimer. So remember, trading futures, equities, and digital currency involves substantial risk of a loss, is not suitable for all investors. An investor could potentially lose all the money or even the initial investment. Risk capital is the money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security, not for style. Or risk the capital that should be used for trading. Only those with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Past performance is not necessarily indicative for future results. So as usual, always read the disclaimer. We make these lessons over here to show you how to use Bookmap because it's an edge, offers an edge to trade futures, large caps, small caps. And I'm using since many years already Bookmap as order flow in my trading. And also teaching a lot of traders in my mentoring group every single day. We have a trading room where we trade small caps, large caps, options, futures. The strategy we build is a trading system. So you will see today, like we share every day in the screen share, that it gives you the timing of the entry, both long and short, and it also gives you the setup to trade. What we do is essentially 3 main things. We make a plan, we look at the trading setup that the trading system gives us, and then we confirm the timing using Bookmap. You can see this morning we had some small caps. One was a Holo, one was DXSI, so you can see down here, and one was TNON. So let's start with TNON. This is what I like about small caps. Essentially, they are divided in different categories. The playbook is very, very precise. And if you want to give it a read, traders, I just wrote this morning. Okay, so give it a look over here on my Twitter feed, solving the enigma. Essentially, these are all the small cap setups that are actually working in this market. And I put them over here based on the frequency that they happen. The first one, I would say the easier one, is a gap and crab. Then we have a backside late A fade. So when we have pushes like CLRO yesterday or RGLS that pushes like midday or starting the afternoon, we want to trade a late A fade, okay? Actually, it's a very good low risk entry because you have a very high profit factor. So low risk, high reward ratio. Good morning, Vin. Good morning, buddy. So the second one is long. This long can happen in the open or mid-morning. Like essentially we had yesterday on RGLS. Then we have the power move squeeze with exhaustion. I could say that for example, this morning we had Holo, that was a power move squeeze. Day 2, day 3 backside shorts. So essentially we have multi-day runners, and then we're looking for a fader. Parabolic halt short into golden zone. This is a special sauce of the room, the golden zone. Something that we track really on 5,000 stocks. Then gap and extension play. I could say RVSN a couple of days ago, remember, pop and fill, simply dead. VWAP reclaim for the long. And few of the setups that I put over here, they have some parameters. And of course, I leave something also to join the room, but the parameters are essentially indicative of the forecast. So we're looking at the float, if they have dilution, if how many times they faded, short percent of float, and so on. The other thing, traders, that I want to say over here before looking with Bookmap at the plays of the morning and making the plan is go long in this market, okay? Only when there's a higher flow rotation and a significant bear trap before that you long, indicative of a potential short squeeze. So you will never, I will never personally long in this market unless I have first a bear trap, okay? We can see this happening in the first few minutes this morning in GXSI. So we had over here, you can see this support, right? And then we break this support. This is daily level, this 860. We break the support. You can see over here, this is a fake break on this level. And then we start pushing back up. So that is your bear trap and then the long. Also long in this market when you're trading small caps, don't think it's a long that you will stay in all day. Sometimes there's longs that you can stay even in only 5-10 minutes, then they stop and they go down. Sometimes even less than that. When you're short, only short with a clear sell-off, only short spikes, extensions, okay? Never short weakness. You're gonna be short in weakness only if there's a clear sell-off and then a substantial, I would say, resistance above, okay? So you wanna see that pressure in the sell-off, and that's the reason why we have that pattern that I really love on Bookmap. It's called the stair-step down pattern. Good morning, excellent. Good morning, Mike. Okay, so ready to start over here. Okay. If you have also any questions, feel free to reach out and we're going to look at that. So GXSI this morning is pushing. Let's look together at this stock. We can see here, this is a stock that extended, okay? This was the last time. Remember, we have a reverse split, so very, very small float. This extended over here. It came up and then faded. So I'm looking this morning for two possible plays. Let's go back to even a 5 minutes. You can see the bear trap over here. Nice play. So I'm looking this morning for a push above the pre-market high. Ideally, I'm looking for this zone over here, 12. Let's see if we have also confirmation over here. Bookmap, no substantial resistance over here, 12. Let's see if we have something more. Yeah, we could put over here this 14 as well. So we're gonna put over here this level at 14. And you can see that I'm looking for those daily levels where we had extensions. Remember, this is not the real price we had at the time. It was not 19, 20 bucks because we had the reverse split. Okay, so check on the daily, the reverse split over here. And I think this was 110, no, 112, okay? So 112. So the price is $12, before was $1, okay? That's essentially what it is. So these are my levels for the morning. Passing to a 5 minutes, I'm gonna look for or pre-market high stuff. So now we still have about 20 minutes. So we're gonna put over here this level and this level. So those are the two levels that I'm looking to short. And I'm longing only if I have a bear trap before, like I said, okay? So we're gonna look at this for the open. Okay, makes sense? Morning, Mike. Welcome back, buddy. The next one is gonna be over here, Tenon. This was absolutely marvelous. So we traded with the entire room in this way. So we alerted the trade this morning on this at 2:40 with timestamps. So this is one of the traders in our team. We look at 250. Bookmap had a pretty good resistance around 240. It faked out that resistance, filled back below, and then we're looking for a short alert over here, 245, 240. And I also give commentary over here to cover partial at 210, 190, and then we're holding for the 150. Okay, that's the last target we have, the 150 target over here. This is one of those setups that I love. Okay, these are insane dumps. Came over here, beautiful golden zone rejection, fail all the way down. So really lovely over here pattern. What I'm going to trade this morning is if we have a push into this area over here, 180, 185 on low volume, I would like over here to re-add for a short play. Until I don't see volume, I'm not going to long it. Okay. Also, traders, give me 1 second opportunity to extend my welcome back to one of my buddies as a friend, so Carfred. So love that he's back over here. C. Wilkins, Chad K, and thank also for all the traders that in the morning, since 4 o'clock, we're over here every single day, trading futures and small caps in the first hour of the day, and then we're trading large caps together. So glad that all the team is back. This is really beautiful. Then we have Pedro, Charlie, and all the guys there. All right, so Tinon is this. We had Soon this morning, simply faded, came to the daily level. We had a setup, and this setup is absolutely crazy good. So we had over here a setup 750, 760 short. We alerted the level 762 short. Now this morning, I'm gonna look for 2 major setups, and I'm looking for a push ideally into this area 760. So only if we have 760 or an extension to 780, I'm gonna look to trade this full size. If we have instead a pop around over here 730, 735, pop and fail, I'm looking with a target over here 690. I'm always trying to measure the risk reward ratio. So if I'm risking, let's say 20 cents, I want to make 3 or 4 R at least, otherwise not worth for me to take the trade. LSF, it's another trade that we took in the room again. Very easy play. The system over here gave the alert entry into the 180. I like especially to see over here traders like Mike. Mike has having a pretty good consistency. I met Mike when he came over here to San Marino for 5 days over here at the Trading Academy. Also some very good play by Swiss, another trader that I coach. So very good the backside over here, respecting the rules, and this is a good play. 168 adding over here 155, covering into the 140, 135. So I think potentially traders we have over here $1 today. Okay, so this could be a nice 30-40% unwind. And ADRX was looking 130, so no play short for me. And then we have Holo. Holo, it's a crazy stock. I mean, sorry for the term, but is actually really gave a lot of problems to short sellers. Remember that day we had a long play. I made even a video on this, went up more than 1000%. And I put over here some of the levels that I'm interested in. So we're gonna put Holo on Bookmap. I'm gonna also help you over here to show you how to use the DOM or the chart to trade. Okay, remember that you can simulate or practice trading with Bookmap. That's a good tool, especially if you are a beginner. And good morning, Steven. So after I'm gonna share over here, but check even the last video and the past video on Bookmap because I share how to use the application over here to take trades, okay, both long and short. So let's get over here to Holo. I already over here set my levels. The liquidity is very, very low this morning. And I'm only looking to trade this if we have an extension to 7. So I'm not looking to trade this earlier. So if I have over here this $7 level, because it's a key daily level for me, okay, you can see also the previous move. If I have an extension to this area, I will look over here to short. No long, because the volume was not really high and it was spready, so I have to be very careful long in this stuff. What else we have? KTRA, NCNA, LISI. Okay, these for now in the small cap land. So I'm gonna keep GXSI. We're gonna keep over here. We'll say LSF, both with the 5 minutes. Okay, so I like these. Passing to the large caps. Paul is saying, need to order the plan behind you, Jay. Let's see which one, buddy. Okay, this one. I know, but it's, you know why? Because I like to stay on t-shirt and show you my big muscles because you like it, buddy. So I have this steam over here, 30 degrees, and like it's full of like plants. It's like Amazon over here. I'm kidding, but I will. Thank you. You're funny, guys. Okay. Good morning, Demo. All right, so we have GXSI, LSF, Holo, and the others. First of all, let's look at ES and SPY. Okay, we have traders that trade ES and SPY. One is my mom over here next to me, Mama Bear. Trading range. So potentially over here we have 3 set up this morning. Yeah, we still have 13 minutes. I want to cover this pretty good. This is our trading range. Whenever I'm in a trading range, understand I'm not going to trade over here. So trading range for me is something that I'm staying really out of it. That's my personal opinion. If you trade SPY or ES, there's no big difference, right? One is ETF, one is the futures. If you want to trade small, you trade the micro, so the mess. The only thing that I suggest you to do is, in my preference, I don't really like Bookmap on SPY. I use Bookmap on ES and like to use Rhythmic on that. But if you have the XFeed, it's pretty good. Because I believe that on ES, I get much more, I would say, read of the order flow on ES or on MES versus the one that I have on SPY, okay? This is what I prefer. Even if you have like the Qs, I prefer to still have run the NQ. Okay, traders? Okay, let me see over here. 1 second, I'm gonna also join the Bookmap room. Sorry for the disconnection, traders. Let me know if you can hear me good. All right, so it should be fine. Let me know if the voice is fine as well, if you can hear me good. Okay. Okay, you can hear me on of course, if you have Bookmap audio on Discord, close the Bookmap on YouTube and vice versa. All right. Also, traders, please make sure to click a like over here. All right. Buongiorno, quadriviant. So Italian traders are also in the room. Okay, my plan on ES. No trade at the gate. This is a play that I back tested a long time. We have 3 main possibilities this morning. Breakout, fail, rejection, and unwind. So at this point, I'm looking at Bookmap. So you can run ES or you can run SPY. I don't know now if I can run so many Bookmaps because I also have 2 other programs open and also the screen share. But if you have, I would suggest you to put ES. So we have a candlestick pattern, let's say 52.49, 52.48, and right away, inverted, let's say hammer or a hanging man or a pin bar, evening star, bearish engulfing, something like that. And then you see a failed at resistance, way lower high, I'm gonna get short with target over here 52.35. If instead we have a breakout, don't buy the breakout, because what they do on futures especially, they like to trap traders, especially on the high liquidity zones. So wait for that pullback, and then we're gonna get long over here. Okay, so you have to wait for that push, you wait for the pullback, we retest the support, you see a bookmap level, boom, we go long with a very low risk. Generally it's, a couple of points, 2-3 points the most, and then we're looking for that push. I will look for 55 over here as the first target. If we fail, again, you have to have these plans because the day is long. So I'm trying to make you understand all the things that I have in my mind, because this is a setup that the system over here forecast, you see, it will tell me when to take the trade and will tell me really the field that I want to trade. But again, the last setup, we're gonna make it like this. So if you break over here, and it breaks down, okay, then you short lower highs, lower lows. But if we reclaim over here again and we confirm to be staying in that trading range, then on a higher low, okay, so over here, I want a long, and again, I'm looking for a reversal bar. Generally a 5-15 minutes, something like a hammer. We could see this yesterday, for example, in the morning on Amazon, okay, or you see other times on Nvidia. Looking at large caps, for the traders who are looking to trade options, today I think we can have the good opportunity on Tesla. Tesla is stuck in this range as well. So the red lines that you see are my levels that I trace on the daily. We have another one over here at 172. And remember that traders, every time that you see a level, I don't simply look at the 1 or 5 minutes, but I go from daily, hourly, 15, 5 and 1, or 5, 3 and 1, okay? So it's always like a confluence of multiple time frames. I don't have to repeat the whole story, but every single time that the price over here goes to these levels of Zalians over here, we have a very good liquidity area confirmed by Bookmap, and it generally gives me the timing for the entry, okay? So over here I take all the dip longs, and over here I take all the dips for the shorts, all the tops for the shorts. This morning, things are gonna be different, because if the market will be unwinding, so let's say ES and NQ are gonna break that trading range, then I'm definitely gonna consider shorting Tesla. But I won't be shorting Tesla until I don't have this pattern, with my target 169 first, 169, 170. So I wanna see this target over here. I'm gonna do this, and I want to short only once we break that pre-market low and previous resistance, previous support, sorry, and we retest it. You need that retest, okay? You need that stuff, that rejection. So I'm shorting over here, okay? Is it clear? Morgan, pull, okay? For the traders who are expert, or I would say advanced traders, this could be a good play. The other setup that instead I'm watching, so it's gonna be the reversal setup, the mean reversal. When you're trading, algorithms, you're gonna call them mean reversal, is we're gonna break down this low, 172.50, 172. I wanna see a reclaim, just like we were looking at SNQ, and then I'm gonna look for the target over here, 177. Okay, so both scenarios are gonna be possible this morning. I would stay with 170 puts in case we have the breakdown for who trades options weekly, and 175 for the calls, so a little bit more out of the money, and looking for that target 175, okay, 175, 177. What I'm looking for, I put over here Tesla on Bookmap, because these key levels that I'm using are always in confluence with Bookmap, and that's really a key part of the strategy. I can share with you. We share this even on socials. I share this live in the exact moment I was trading it. Today I'm not going to be trading over here because I want to share how to use Bookmap. And Bookmap asked me, can you do a lesson sharing how to use over here the order flow, so how to buy and sell. So we're gonna do some practice together. This is gonna be simulated over here. So I'm taking a day off from trading. But this was the trade we took on the 11th, and we got the fail recorded live and everything. So for all the 100 of members we have, we got the long over here, and we took this all the way up to this level over here. Why? Because we have that hourly J lines that, you know, we have it. So essentially, if I see this morning this, and over here written RFFT, I'm gonna long it. Of course, I need to see Bookmap that I see an increase of green dots essentially, and also a support that it holds, because that support is always the risk. I always think if things go bad, where I'm bailing out. I don't have to think I'm gonna be winning. No, I'm thinking, okay, where I'm bailing out. Because if I have the stop loss this morning, I need to have always how much I'm gonna risk in terms of dollars for that stop loss, okay? So you have to calculate your size based on where you're gonna put the stop loss, because you wanna risk, for example, 500 bucks today, okay? So make sure that that stop loss, we replace it on the chart, is gonna be 400 or 500 bucks based on your size or your number of contracts that you will buy, okay? Or shares that you will short or buy. So this is over here for Tesla. Then I was looking at NVIDIA, but I was looking at MD. Look what a sell-off MD this morning. Nice, right? And again, there's a thing to consider over here. I would say pull J888, Forest, buddy. Remember, consistency comes with patience and passion and perseverance. So we can see that when the price got over here, try to bounce, and then over here we had this rejection. Okay, so again, that hourly J lines, if we put in confluence, of course, with daily key levels, is gonna be a guide for our trading. If we look over here in the last part of our chart, we had over here this morning, again, this hourly J lines working again as a major catalyst. Remember, we are inside the previous trading range, but being that we are based on the playbook out of that hourly J lines and rejecting, if the market, remember, if the market is going to be heavy, so we're going to have indexes fading, then I'm looking for this. So 200, 201, pop and fill short. I'm not going to be able to alert everything. We have several things that we're watching. So if you see the setup, please alert. Or if we miss it, remember that this is one of the plays that I want to trade. Not essentially long in at this support. Okay. The major support over here that I'm watching is this. Okay. This is where I have the first target, and then the second target over here would be 194. So these levels over here, where hypothetically we can have, you know, a first target, and then from there a bounce. Questions? We have a few minutes, I will think, to prepare. So we're gonna keep, yes, 1 minute. And let me know if, you know, making these, I don't know how to call them, like these drawings, it's easier for you to understand what I see. Tesla, please don't dump. We have AMD. I'm going to put AMD on the 1 minute chart. I like to use the 1, 3, and 5 and 15 in confluence. I'm going over here and put in Tesla 5 minutes. Soon we're going to buy Tesla as $130. I still believe in the company. So for me, when it gets to 150, personally, this is personally talking. Okay, don't take like a, don't listen to me. But it's where, for example, I'm gonna start like buying the company if we have that. I still believe a lot in the company, especially even with the laws that are coming to in Europe, 2030, 2050. You need to have electric car, all the stuff. So it's gonna be a crazy market for electric vehicles. All right. So we have over here 1 minute and 15 seconds. Be ready on GXASI. Why I say that? there's a high chance of a pop and fill short. Okay. And if you have questions, traders, reach out. Really happy to help you. Yeah, I would say GXAI 1080 can give us a good setup to short. GXAI. GXAI. Already have it over here. Okay. Okay, open. Soaking over here. That's our short. So 1080 for me is the best level. Watching over here for a fill 1080 till $10. Watching also Tesla. So when we have this setup over here, it's good to scale in. And only when we see an extension, okay, we want to load the boat. So we have, let's say 1080. My level over here is this 1150 is risk 1170. On the wash over here to $9, you want to cover half of your position. Watching MD fading. Holding the VWAP over here. But I think we can have 9 very, very good over here. So we're trading what the system is telling us. Okay, so you can see GXSI is saying gap and extension play. Short coming up on Tesla. Let's see if it's gonna be confirmed. Watching over here drop on GXSI 980. That's what we want. If we break VWAP, this is gonna unwind. Waiting on Tesla. If you short over here, that Zealand, the risk has to be very, very tight. So you want to see this push. When it's push higher, then you want to short over here. 1150. So you see that we have 2 big heat maps above. That's your risk. This is your short. If it goes above, we stop and then we can reshort it. Okay. But when you trade pop and fill, that is your play. Long over here confirm. You see the square on Tesla. So long confirm 173.80 came. Look over here. That's the long on Tesla. Still buyers over here on GXSI. Remember the float and everything. Beautiful Tesla, by the way, traders. Strong volume, big heat map. That's a major play. Okay, that's a major play. Pushing over here. GXSI, we're waiting for a wash. So when you have your practice, always put this up. And then over here, you can choose to take off the order confirmation. You need to go over here. After we can look it together if you need. If it drops over here below 1080, this is going to be a big wash. So you're actually, what you're doing, you're building a short position into this level. you're having a risk over here 165, 170, and then if it pushes, you revisit at 1250. This is a gap and extension, how it works. And over here you can see this is on Tesla giving a big long play. So if you're long, remember target is going to be 177. Nothing on ES, nothing yet on AMD, LSF for now, nothing over here. I'm looking at Tesla. We didn't get the 177. Where we can buy more, 174, 174.30, because you have the VWAP. That's a push over here on GXSI, the stuff. So over here, this is going to be the other last ad, and that's going to be our stop. So over here, we have now a fake breakout. If it pushes, we're out. And if it fails over here, we're going to have probably 9,950. The 12 is our last risk. And that's the reason why I like to enter with a starter and add when you see your key level, so you build your position. Still a lot of buyers over here, 1160, 1170, see they're holding it. Refilling of the 12. Tesla fading, so look at the VWAP if you're going to have that push. Still 3,000, they're probably going to break the 12. We're going to reduce the risk over here, and then you have to be ready in case it drops again to reshort it. So now, for example, we take a stop. If it stops, we're going to retrade it. Tesla all the way down over here, nothing. So we tried over here the gap and extension, didn't work, let it go. You take your stop, then halt it over here, that's fine. Remember, we're coming from a pre-market with 3 wins. This is the first loss. Tesla over here, a nice win if you take it. AMD, start watching if we have instead a reversal at this point, 196, 197. Let's see Jtraderco if we have a setup, nothing for now. Whole over here faded. T-non, the last cover is going to be 150. Let's start watching NVIDIA. NVIDIA, nice pop and fill the gate. Yes, coming to the level. So remember, yes, our plan or SPY. If we break down 52.35, okay, so we break down to 2.35 and we reclaim higher low, we're gonna long it. If we break the 52.35 and then instead we're gonna have a rejection, we're gonna short it. Tesla for now, no play to get the second long. 174. Waiting for here a dip on Tesla again to see if we can come and long it again into this dip. Okay, so I'm actually longing when I see this square, when I see high volume over here. This is the best play to take this dip right now. So watching again for 172. Fade over here AMD, fade over here Nvidia. Let's check AMD. Okay, yes, coming to the support. So for now, for the gate, we have one long over here on Tesla win, one stop over here on JXSI. Now we're gonna wait for ES. We're gonna look for Tesla again. We're gonna look for AMD, Nvidia. All these ones are on the play together. You can see that they're all fading following ES. But if ES will bounce, market will bounce also over here. Big wash on Nvidia. Okay, yes, coming over here to the support. I'm putting over here 1 and 5 minute chart. So I'm looking over here at two levels on GXSI, so 1250 or 14. No long yet on yes, still fading. No long over here on Tesla. Waiting on Nvidia and waiting on AMD. And that's the correct play, buddy. Correct. Beautiful. So this is what I mean, a good setup on that long over here. You can see this is a spinning top, or you can call it also doji, right? But spinning top, beautiful long over here. And long comes exactly when you see the trading system giving that play, but also you see that cup pattern on Bookmap, and then you take that play long, 174.70, 175.80, so a nice risk reward trade. And 174.85 all out. Beautiful. Okay, open over here. And immediately dump over here a little bit on GXSI. So that's the previous resistance, 12.15. Okay, reversal bar forming on yes. If we're gonna confirm over here, this reversal bar, we're gonna long yes and SPY. Watching now, traders, this tape on JXSI, you can see they're holding 1160. So if we hold 1160, this can still push more. If we fail 1160 and start rejecting, then this is going to be an unwind. No long yet on yes, okay? So we have to wait over here, patience. You can see they're holding that 1190, 1180. Only below 1160 will wash. You can see 1150 support. Tesla no play yet. AMD fail over here. Still a lot of volume traders on JXSI bars of 1 million. There we are, first stuff. So it's stalling into this 13. It's forming over here a spinning top again. Yes, it's fading, so don't touch it over here yet. Long, it's still not a short confirmed. 1160, you see you have the dip right now. So over here, if we make a lower high, high chance of this to unwind all the way down on JXSI. Breakdown on ES, you can see that's the major support we're watching. Next target is going to be 52.28. Tesla should unwind as well. Nvidia, AMD, and all the rest will continue to follow over here. ES, so there's no point over here in longing yet, okay, unless the market doesn't confirm over here reversal. So still wait over here. Patient traders on these setups right now. Possible reversal bar formation on ES. We can cancel right now these drawings. Let's see, it's gonna bounce. Look at this volume still right here with here traders on JXSI, so strong volume. We have a lot of buyers. This could push potentially 14, 15. So let's watch it over here. $13. Let's also look hollow. This is the open pop-in fill that we had. We're gonna put over here instead of Nvidia. 1 second. So look the big heat map. So this is when we have that pop And you can see the system over here alerting the short with this square, right? So that's your pop. System's giving over here the short play. And big heat map, once you see the fail, you want to short it. Let's see also Tesla. So for now, got to that support, bounced a little bit. AMD, still fading. Check Discord. So yeah, still unwinding. No major play over here. A lot of patience. Tesla sideways, so I don't see any good plays. T-non got to the target 150, so T-non cover everything. That was our last target. T-non cover all from the 240. So 240 to 150, the last partial, not bad. Soon over here, no long yet, no short. LSF faded. Target is gonna be the 110. So LSX, stay with the last target. This AMD that is giving a little bit of bounce. Let's see also NQ. NQ still making lower highs, lower lows. This is NQ, that why we're actually technically bouncing over here. So we have this previous support from this zone over here, 18,330. We have this resistance. So right now we're starting having the hourly J lines, the key level. We just need to see over here a reversal pattern and then start looking for a bounce play. Could be a good play, but it still needs over here confirmation. Breakout over here on GXSI, you can see that volume still, strong volume, break of the daily level. So it's still pushing over here. Remember, we have a small float, still pushing up. This is a good example over here how high volume is the leading key guide on this. Remember, don't short front side over here. The reason why we're shorting is because it was below that pre-market high. Above that, there's no reason over here to short it. Okay, so remember, GXSI, only reason to trade the gap and extension is when you're trading the pre-market high level and stops above pre-market high. Remember, micro float, high volume, avoid it. Focus on the best faders over here. Okay, we have a pullback over here, MD. So VWAP over here. This is a nice pattern. You can see that it went over here to the VWAP is stuffing. Let's see also over here what ES is going to do, if it's going to bounce or not. For now, it doesn't really look for a bounce play. So where GXSI will go? Daily chart, probably this 19, 20 or 20 bucks. Okay, so GXSI 20 bucks. So you can see the trade we did was for a small cut. That's the reason when you see something doesn't work, simply cut it. Very high volume, micro flow, let it go. No A+ setup for me to take the long after the short, so simply waiting. I like over here AMD. If we failed 195 and 50, they should unwind. But I'm still waiting the pullbacks over here on Tesla to trade. So we have this. Want to see the breakdown on Tesla and then a rejection. So still need some time. Tesla, I'm winding a little bit more. I'm gonna wait for display. See also NVIDIA. Meta gave a good play over here. with this J line rejection, so that's a play that I like over here. Also nice reverse J slim, sorry J slim. Amazon the strongest one this today, so Tesla, we had, remember, long setup, not looking too short until below 172. So this is what I'm watching. Still like in range over here, 173, 173.50, 174.50, this area. If you're looking at Bookmap, looks like we're forming a wedge. So let's see if we can break down that low, at least 172, not earlier than that, traders. Okay, now we're gonna start looking at Tesla. So I like the fact that we're breaking this wedge. Remember, we have this pre-market low and also previous day low. So between 172 and 50, 172, we have a series of supports from daily charts. Now, if we're gonna break below the 172 and I'm gonna have a rejection, then I'm looking to short. If we're gonna have instead a fake breakdown of this level and reclaim and bounce, then I'm gonna take for a long play. Tesla, remember, it's always on itself, so it doesn't really mean that if ES and Q will bounce, Tesla will bounce, okay? So we always have to be aware of that. This is one of the setup that I like in the market. So check it over here, traders. I'm gonna so in this case we have what? This is how the system it breaks down the plays. So every single time that the price is rejecting this band, it's a good level over here to trade, okay? but I don't want to simply short because I have that band. It doesn't really gives me that A plus setup. And you can see over here that this red line is also the VWAP. We have our band. So we have already two factors over here. We have this shooting star that form in this way, so bullish, shooting star, and bearish. This over here gives you, exactly in this level, your confirmation for a short. And this is using a 3-minute chart, because this is an evening star pattern, okay? So this is really the manual of the candlestick pattern. And Bookmap, we don't have really a big heat map above, you know, like something we would expect like this. Doesn't really matter in that case. The fact is we can see that trend line break, and then we see sellers over here joining. It's not a trade that went, you know, for 10 points. It went for 1.5 points over here, but still decent unwind. This is a setup that I like to trade. So AMD looks like a double bottom. So we could have a bounce over here now. Let's check also on the 5 minutes. I like this this big heat map over here, 193.50, 193.20. That's our daily level. So you can see that we broke that level and now it's bouncing back up. So in these moves, you have to be pretty quick. You see the bounce over here, you start longing on the double bottom. But in order to long it, I need to see ES and EQ actually pushing. Okay, so only if you see that kind of bounce play, then it's worth for me taking the long over here. Tesla still nothing, so we need to wait over here on Tesla. Yes, over here as well. So no plays, and let's go back also to the XSI, which halted to the downside. And again, you can see this shooting star, okay, just like very similar to what we had on NQ and what we had, for example, in AMD on the 3-minute chart before, okay. So the same pattern that we see over here on AMD at the VWAP is the same pattern we see on the XSI. Is the same pattern that we see over here on NQ. Exactly, this is the play that I was just saying before. That's short at the VWAP on AMD. So VWAP over here, Bookmap system over here giving. This is one of the playbook that we have over here. So taking that fail to this point. Nice work, buddy. So AMD is still unwinding. That's the wait. Yes, and in Q, let's wait over here. No play at the moment. So for the morning, one tight stop on JTrader, one good play over here on Tesla, and 3 wins in pre-market. What I like over here, looking from traders in the room, is that they kept the loss for traded small caps on JTrader very small. So that is a good thing. And I see a lot of discipline in not trading anything, let's say on Tesla right now. We have to wait those levels. So I see some good discipline also on that. So very, very good traders. So let's see, look in the multi-time frame. This is the 3-minute chart. Reverse slim over here. Let's see the 1 minute on JXSI. which for me is a short only if we get that $20. So I'm not really looking to trade anything over here, even if we get to this 15 and start rejecting. Yeah, no play over here. This is the 5 minutes. This is the 50-minute chart, still making higher lows and higher highs. Okay, so I'll be very conservative over here to trade. Let's check also Jtrader's hourly chart. So we are at the bottom of that range. Okay, yeah, we have, it looks like a distribution pattern, right? So those trends over here. And again, this is our play. Or fake breakdown and bounce, or fail, rejection, and then we're looking for a short. This is gonna be over here the moment that we start looking for a play from now in the next hour. We don't have any major news this morning. We had inventories of crude oil, I believe at 10:30, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, start look at Tesla over here. This is gonna be interesting right now. So we're gonna keep over here Tesla up. So we had a breakdown of that daily level. Market is bouncing over here. So long over here, coming on Tesla. If we reclaim this 172.50. So to execute a trade over here, put the chart. You select 1000. Let's look also over here for multi-time frame confirmation. Tesla above, pushing over here. So we're longing the ask or the bid, and then you put your ascent. Okay, you can even use over here to long the chart if you want, but essentially over here we can see ES bouncing, NQ bouncing. We're gonna keep over here Tesla on the 5 minutes. We're gonna keep over here Tesla on the 3 minutes. We have a lot of over here buying pressure on Tesla, so this is a good risk over here. 1 point, looking for 3-4 points over here. And just now is a risk reward ratio setup. Okay, so nice over here. ES reversal pattern, formation of a hammer on Tesla. If it's confirmed, that's going to be really our key. If instead will fail, we're gonna cut the trade, but this is a good pattern for now. So you can see that once we reclaim that previous day low, pre-market low, we want to see over here volume pushing. So we want to see Bookmap over here setting higher lows like it's forming right now. Okay, so on those higher lows over here, we can even look to add to the position. And now we're going to look for the first target, 174.60. So we're actually risking $1, which is fine for something like Tesla, and we're looking for at least $3 for half of the position. We can scale out, but half of the position we'll be looking for that. And then we're looking for this target right now, this daily level 176. The bar has to confirm strong, so it doesn't have to fail. If it fails, instead we're gonna bail out over here. ES is pushing and Q is pushing. So until these will be strong, Tesla has chances over here to push. I don't want to see this on Tesla. I want to see a strong close of the bar. RGLS traders, a J-line curl, so start watching it. Tesla spinning top for now. I don't like over here this formation on ES, which is rejecting. So ES has to push above the J-lines and the VWAP while it's rejecting. In case we see that, we're going to stop over here 1 point. Is it a short still? Is it a long still? Tesla? It is. Is it a short? No. So always ask your questions. We're going to pull back over here. But we need this reclaim of this pre-market low and close above, okay? If we don't close above, that is going to probably fail. Everything depends at this moment by ES and NQ, so it's only about the risk-reward ratio. One tip, also look at your charts using a higher time frame, like a 15 minutes. So we're holding over here and forming a reverse J slam on the 3 minutes. If this bar is confirms bullish, this is going to be the last ad for our setup. But if instead it's going to fail this bar right here in the 3 minutes, then we're going to get out of the trade. Yes, and NQ rejecting, so careful on this one, traders. When I see over here, no sellers, but you can see on Bookmap, I want to see buyers. So this is what I'm watching right now. This is what I'm watching right now. And this support is what I'm watching. This bar over here, if we want the confirmation for our long, has to close strong above this level, above 72. Over here, 70, 72, 80. Thirty seconds for the close. Is not closing strong, so careful. A big soak over here on Bookmap. So we have actually buyers stepping in. This is good over here for our play. Buyers closing strong. So over here, this is going to be the last ad of our position, and the market is going to possibly push over here. So I believe right now that Tesla is going to be pushing strong. So Tesla, long play, TP is going to be 175, risk is going to be 170. 1 and 80. Okay. So strong close over here on this bar, unless the market starts plummet. This is going to be a long play. Start watching also, traders, for GXSI for a potential long. That's our Tesla. Boom. J slam over here. You see the system pushing the long. I like that. And let's see if we're going to break the J-lines, okay? Because you want to break this level over here. And we're going to get the 175. All right? And again, it got to the J lines, rejection. So careful over here. I want to see the strong play, so a little bit of patience. Still using the same stop loss. And even if over here we are in a simulated, it's the same setup that I would trade in the room, because it's like a starter, and then you want to add size when you have your reverse J slim, daily level, bookmap. The only thing that I don't really like yet are the indexes, especially NQ. It needs to reclaim the 18360 and consolidate. The follow through over here on Tesla is still not there, because you can see that we still have sellers. Okay, you want to see this break and then this. Then we're going to have really the big confirmation. Yeah, this is a long play, but remember also this is a serious rejection. Okay, every single time the price gets to the J lines, we have a rejection. Pull, of course, every single time you're going to trade over here a dip, you're going to be below the VWAP. Nice play over here on futures. Nice work over here by Ryan. Nice, beautiful short, buddy. Popping that level over here and fade. This is an NQ. So well done. Well done. And what is this setup over here that he traded? A simple J line rejection. Okay. So just look at this chart. We're gonna put it over here 1 second, then we're gonna go back on Tesla. Just look at this chart. Very simple play, but beautiful over here trade. If I know Ryan over here even loaded on this. So well done, bud. Beautiful. What I like over here is that we have our, and you can trade the same on the Qs, right? We have our trend line break, J lines over here, amazing. Below that 200. And also if you see the trend line, we have multiple over here signals that tell us short, and then you have that rejection. Amazing. In the meantime, traders, I want to just like head up for a webinar that's gonna run tomorrow with extra futures and bookmap. So you can see over here is gonna be our Bruce, okay, with extra futures. So just like click over here, and you know how to use the QR code, right? So this is gonna be cool. Don't miss it. Okay, so just screen share this over here. Okay, let's go back to NQ. So NQ is still setting over here a trap for these long players, because we're spiking into the hourly J lines. Remember that is our main level over here, and it's stuffing with the J slims, right? I want to see over here a strong breakout and a push to the upside. I want to see a reclaim, and where I will have the confirmation of all this. Only if I have a reclaim of this 173.50s, 173.50 and push the upside. Yes, as well, it's trying to push, but it can't. But we have to stick over here to the plan. So looking for, again, Tesla needs to push above this 173.50. So let's wait over here. And now we can move our stop to 172.20, 172.40. So we're going to reduce our risk about 40 cents. Okay, it's very important when the trade works to move the stop to break even or near the break even. At this point, I would like to see another dip into the 173. I would like to see over here a new heat map coming in, supporting over here the price, and then start pushing. We have over here careful, because this for now is trying to break down the 7290. Let's see how it behaves, because all this play to the downside, we had over here these breakdowns and then reclaim. Okay, so it's still a long play. We're still trading over here, bounce from that pre-market low, so a reverse of 50. Until we have that, traders, we're gonna stay with the long play. Patience, risk reward. Okay. JXSI, in the meantime, you can see the J-line curl with a green bar over there. That's the long play. Playbook, I would say. Playbook. Pixie this morning at $4.15 gave a nice deal of rejection. Yes, over here is trying to push Tesla. Careful, because that's confirmed an inside bar with the 5 minutes. So this is a bearish signal that we have on Tesla 5 minutes. Let's see how it will react. Yes, and NQ. Now we are at the previous day low and pre-market low. And again, in this case, what you would risk? You would risk simply the P&L that you made at the open on Tesla. And that is the best way to do it. So careful if you break over here, yes. So if you break, yes, this trend, 52.33, then we're gonna stop out on Tesla. If you long over here at this 12.15 on JXSI, then put the stop break even 12.10. And if we break down Tesla, are we going to short over here? No, we want to see a break of 172 to short and then a rejection of that 172 to short. Okay, so this is still not a short setup. So over here, we're going to look at JXSI. So we're going to look for a long play over here. With a risk at 1140. So sorry, a risk over here around 1150s, 1170s. But JXSI over here can simply explode to the upside. So always you have to calculate risk reward ratio. Best play over here is 12.15. Okay, that's your entry long timing. Tesla 12.35. Let's see if ES will break to the upside. So yes, pushing, but again, we're still below that VWAP. stuffed again on ES. So when I say yes, means the same on SPY, okay? We have the same over here, play. And until over here, we're gonna have this trend line intact. We're gonna hold our Tesla. Again, we're looking at always the levels, the zones, all right? So we break over here on ES. Then we're looking for the pushed upside. Tesla, we're setting this risk over here, 172s. And this is the level where you're looking for a long play on GXSI. Whenever you're longing on this, remember this can wash very fast, so you need to have a stop tight. Let's see what else the market is doing. So we have AMD. AMD no long play for now. NVIDIA no long play. You can see they're all like consolidating. Netflix no long play. Google, very strange over here. I don't know if this morning it had news or anything. Break of previous day high. Break of this major consolidation. We are looking at this consolidation over here in the last days. And this morning, break, dipped. And now still pushing the upside. So good long play over here where we can look to long in this area. Okay, if we have a big support and heat map, that's the area where I want to long. Let's look at coin. Break of yesterday high. We had a dip into the J lines over here. You can see a major confluence. Microsoft faded, so nothing. NVIDIA faded. Tesla over here faded. This is the level of stop, 72. So now what we're looking for. Market is weak. First pullback on Tesla, and then we're going to look for a short. So you want to see a pullback over here for a short side. Let's see SPY, the Qs. SPY and Qs are still holding. So Tesla is on its own. You see over here that they're trying actually to bounce. So today we took over here one win, one stop on Tesla. But it's a good lesson over here. So important always to put your stop loss and to reduce your losses. Market seems really bouncing traders on SPY and yes. AMD, NVIDIA, they will all follow if that will happen. Tesla, we're going to look if they're going to reclaim that support 172 because potentially could give us another long, or if we're going to reject, instead we're going to look for a short. Okay, traders, any questions? 10:30, already 90 minutes together here. Yeah, GXSI exactly is working over here for a long play. Correct. So you want to see in these cases why this is a long play, because it came over here down to the J lines. So remember, the long play you want to take is this area. Okay, this is the area that you want to take it. Micro flow rotation, and the system over here is pretty clear. You can see that black square, and when you see that, you start looking at the volume over here coming on Bookmap. You can see also consolidation of support 1240, which is this level over here, and then you can take your long, and now you can simply look for this target into the 15. Okay, so that is the play. Exactly, exactly. So you can see now we have 1340 some sellers, right? But this is not a long play, sorry, not a short play over here. So on the long side, now you put a trailing over here. And remember always that when you have this kind of tiny floats, in 2 seconds, this could wash like this. So you have always to have, protect yourself like a max dollar risk. That's super important, the most important thing. All right, traders, so almost 10:40. Hope you enjoyed the class this morning. So we saw one good setup long on Tesla and how to use Bookmap with that. One stop loss on Tesla, trying to buy the dip that didn't work. But again, you have to look the playbook that you were looking for 3 to 4R. So that's a good risk reward ratio. We had over here a long on JXSI that now is working, simply J-line curl. And that is, gives you the good play. If now we'll run to 15 or 17, this is going to be beautiful, or otherwise a stop break even. And we had the first loss at the open, but cutting right away on JXSI, trying to trade only that pre-market high, which had sense. Otherwise, no other plays. Okay, see you back in about an hour for who's on our Discord room. Remember also, traders, that we have that Bookmap with tomorrow with Axia, and also we have that good, we say best of the best, Bruce Pringle. I mean, I love the guy, that we've been together for a long time, so amazing to see all of this. Also thanks Dan for everything else. Again, the last tip, remember to use all your stop losses. And also I want to give over here, you can see in my room on Discord, I'm going to leave a discount for all the traders that want to join the room. So you have a discount for the JTrader over here. Let me also bring it up a second. And it's still pushing, so we're good over here, recover in case you had a loss before. So you can go over here in our data feed. This is the team that writes over here, so you can look at. This was a cool story, so you can read over here. This is bank statements from the broker. Okay, so how I changed AK 15 million lira in year 2000. In 6 months, I was at 160 of euro. So we made like 1500%, and then going to double that in the next 6 months. You can read the whole story over here. So broker statements, and then over here this morning we wrote over here the Enigma, and then over here we have a spring special. Okay, so just go over here in the chat room, trade boost 20, so you can have a 20% discount for our trading room. Again, traders, thank you very much. Let's ride over here at JXSI. Hope this was useful. If you have questions, reach out, and good luck for your trading. Thank you.